Hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. Here we are in the city of TeaVille, and we are going to be building some larger parts of our city. But before we dive into that, let's just take a look at Hugo and see how he's getting on. This is Hugo. He's just made the best decision of his life and signed up for NordVPN. Look, he's so happy he's even walking on air. This is where Hugo's friend Ken lives. Now, I'm not saying that the current disaster befalling Ken is because he doesn't have NordVPN. It could just be a coincidence. Well, you can decide for yourself. Poor Ken. So what I did, happy-go-lucky Hugo, sign up for NordVPN. Well, like Hugo, every day you send your data over the internet to far-flung places, but there are many dangers along the way. With NordVPN, like Hugo, you can have a fast and secure roadway to your destination. With over 5,500 super-fast servers in over 60 countries, you can be fast and safe travelling the internet no matter where you are or where you want to get to. So whether you are at home or outside, on PC, Android, Mac, Linux or iOS, NordVPN has your back. To get NordVPN, go to nordvpn.com/Biffa and use the coupon code Biffa. With this code, you can get 70% off a 3-year plan plus 1 whole month free. That's £2.69 or $3.49 per month, less than the price of a decent cup of tea. Look, Hugo is now out driving his favourite sports car with the wind in his hair. Now, I'm not saying that Hugo owns a fleet of amazing sports cars because he uses NordVPN, but, well, you can decide for yourself. Big thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to go to nordvpn.com/Biffa if you wish to check it out as well. Right, let's get back into building Teaport, not TeaVille. Now, in the background, if I just get my mouse on the screen here, you can see this river that runs through the city up here. It sort of curves around all the way to this little open area down here that leads to the sea. And I've always envisioned that being high density around there, or really sort of built up. Whoa, there we go. We've hit the next target, 17,000. Big city. Fantastic. We will come back to that and have a look at that in a moment. I've always envisioned, that's the word I'm looking for, it all built up around this area over here. There we go, you get a better view. And I think we can start expanding up that way now. So let's come out of this view, there we go. And let's see what squares we can purchase. So we can purchase this square here, 8,000, we can afford that, no problem at all. That is what I think we're going to do this time, and try and sort of expand over here a little bit and start filling this up. I'm even thinking we might purchase the next one up as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's purchase that one. That's all we can get for now. Excellent. And then we can start filling in this area. So let's see. What did we... Wrong button. What did we unlock for big cities? So the extra area, we've got that. Liberal arts. Fantastic. Then we've got some water treatment facilities, track and field, and the train and metro hub. A few bits and pieces there. In the last one, we unlocked a whole load of stuff as well with the trains and the cargo and the monorail. The trains is something I want to start getting into a little bit more. Maybe we'll just take a look at that first of all. Yeah, I would somehow like to get hooked up to the train line for a cargo station down here. And maybe even the cargo station up the top there, just for helping goods move around the city. Now, if we just jump back into this view, we can see... look, the train line comes up in here, but we don't have this square. And over here, the train line comes along here, runs all through the middle. And we do have access, so maybe we could just sort of branch off over here and come through this way. Would we have the space to do that? Do you know what? I think we would. Let me just delete that because we're not using that at the moment. Let's grab our train line. There we go. And if we could just run this through the city and come out near our industry, that would just be great. Ideally, I wanted to sort of end up with it over here somewhere. I seem to be the wrong side of the road here, but I'm just going to keep going with it and see what happens. Ah, here's the opportunity. We can go straight across there. There we go. I like that, running alongside the road there. I might just lower that down a little bit. We'll come back to that. We'll see. Right. So let us hook it up to this section here. I don't think it's going to be that busy. Let's just grab this road. So I might just put it straight up against a flat piece of road like that and not bother about one-way things going in and out and all of that. I may change that as time goes on. We shall see. So if I pop the cargo train terminal in there, let's just put it right up to there, and then we'll connect these two up. There we go. So they can now take cargo out of the city in that direction. And what we might just do here, just to keep it nice and simple, is we'll just add a little connection on here going in the other way. So if we get that hooked up to there we go. And of course I left collision off. So now we've got trees all over the line, so we can fix that. Let's just get the move it mod and go up and down. And this one here, up and down. Excellent. There we go. So they can come along there and go up that way. There we go. That looks fine along there. So the cargo train can now connect in both directions. Fantastic. There we go. So we can use the roundabout mod. Let's just make that a tiny bit smaller. There we go. We will use this one here. Control Shift Click. There we go. So then we've got a dedicated lane coming off. We've got the giveaway, and that should just keep it moving. Just looks a little bit more realistic for the trucks to come and turn around and to head back over here. And yeah, hopefully that will just help a little bit keeping these cars out of the traffic over here. Although our traffic is still pretty good. 81%. Cannot complain at that at all. And now I'm thinking about putting possibly a cargo station up here somewhere, because if you remember from the last episode, we've got a lot of high density commercial. So goods are coming in. As rightly said in the last episode by me later on in the episode, and by everybody else in the comments who didn't watch till the end, you need generic industry to be able to make goods. And we've got a lot of generic industry here now, a little bit close to our fields. We might change that around a bit, but yeah, that's working okay in making some goods. But yeah, to get them all the way up here, we could just make use of this train line. Could they get there? Yes, they can come off there, come around here. So maybe just this little spot here could actually work out quite well. Let's just grab our cargo train. And would that fit on that road? So instead, what I will do is that. Let's have a look. Yeah, the noise is slightly overlapping these houses here. But I think if we put some offices down here, that will block that nicely. There we go. So if we do that, and then what we can do is you can run this line along here and connect it up to the main line. There we go, and that way none of the cargo trains are going to get in the way of the passenger line that's going to go straight through. And then what we can do as well is this little section here, just so the passenger trains get preference over everybody else, is we can tell the cargo trains coming back on to give way and let the main line go through. And then over here we'll say give way as well and let the main line carry on going through. So that will help get some cargo across to the other side of town. And then this little section here, just to block some of the sound, I'm going to fill that with offices. And there we go. Our first cargo delivery is in. We can see. Oi! Stop turning around on that node there. I don't want you to do that. Let's do that. Here you go there, straight through. Let's click on the node. Control S. Now that's weird. Why is Control S not working? Okay, looks like we have to do it manually, folks. You go there and you go there. Fine. Oi. Oi. Easy now. There we go. So they'll use that and head off into the city. So that is absolutely brilliant. I'm assuming that cargo train, here comes another one. No, that's a passenger train. Came from over here. Yeah, look, there it is. Oh, look at that. Look at that, all getting loaded up. We are going to follow this one once it's finished. Yeah, I'm using a new mod. Extra zoom, it's called, or something like that. Enhanced zoom. So when you go into first-person view like this, it still leaves the GUI on the screen, the GUI, which is a bit of a shame. But this mod did a couple of things that I needed over the other first-person mods. But I may switch back just for sort of views like this through the city. Oh, where's he going? He's actually heading out of the city. Or is he heading over to our new line? Maybe. Nope, he's heading out the city. Okay, excellent. Nice view, though, still. Right, so here we are over at the new area that we're going to start building in. And I'm thinking that I really would like to have, let's just start the game up, a big junction in here. And as you can see, I've got some turbines here that I've just added to my game. So what have we got? Let's have a look at these. Panavia turbine intersection. That is pretty big. I think that's going to be far too big for what we've got here. I think this is Timbo's turbine. That's more like it. And what's this one here? Timbo's turbine stack. Yeah, let's go with Timbo's turbine. I think that'll be good. And I've got the smart intersections mod, which means I can just place that down over the road. And it just so happens we've got a nice straight bit here. So let's just pop that. Oh, it's not quite as straight as I would like, but let's pop that there. There we go. And then we can just line up the roads again. There we go. That's all working fine. Cars are going through. So let's do a little bit of lane mathematics. We've got 3 lanes here, and then we've got 1 lane going off. We're going to downgrade then this section here to 2 lanes. That just helps the in-game AI, helps things to run smoothly. We'll do that all the way along. We'll do that on the other side, going in the other direction as well. There we go. Excellent. And then where it comes off here, it splits into 2 lanes. So technically, you want this to be 2 lanes as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to count it as 1 lane coming off. And then they can split and go in these 2 directions. So we're going to take this tool here, lane arrows. And we're going to control click on this node. And watch these arrows here. There we go. Car drove over just as it changed. But now we've got 1 lane coming off. They can split into those 2 lanes, and then they can go in those 2 directions. And we're going to do the same down here as well. So we'll upgrade that to 2 lanes. Then we'll take the lane arrows, control click here. Keep an eye on that middle lane. There we go. So we've just got 1 lane coming off for those 2, and then they can split. And that will help the AI most definitely. And then we can also do the same going in the other direction after I've just flattened out this road a bit. What the heck is going on here? Let's grab the move it mod. So we'll grab, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to do a square. We're going to go like that. And then control H. And we want them all the same height as that road there. Yeah, yeah. There we go. That's more or less it. Maybe I can just smooth that out a little bit myself. And then we'll just use a bit of the terrain tool. The smoothing one. Make the brush size a little bit bigger. Not so strong. Yeah, a little bit bigger and a bit stronger. There we go. Excellent. We're not doing anything over this side just yet, but we've got it there for when we need it expanding up into this area. Good. And then all we need to do is the same lane mathematics on the other side as well. There we go. And the only other thing you want to do is help these guys and girls when they merge. So we're going to take the lane connectors here, although it says, yeah, there we go, lane connector. And we're going to take this node here and do a bit of Hugo there. Control S is working this time. There we go. So they've all got a lane each to merge. And then I might just stop them merging there as well. So Hugo there. And then they can carry on merging normally down the other end. And we're going to do that there and there as well. And then do it in the other directions. There, and there's no other roads there yet, so we can't do that. And we'll do that side. There we go. So that junction is set up the way I would like it. That will keep it all moving nicely and smoothly. And now we can start sort of planning what we're going to do round in this area here. Now, just taking an overview of our city, there's the junction we've just put in. I'm thinking that this little interchange here, that the highway is going to carry on down into this area here. And if we just move up to our city, the highway comes in and we've got a junction there where the highway moves through the city here. This is where, if you remember, we first started off building our city, is it? Yes, through here. So this would eventually get upgraded to larger roads, and we sort of ended it there. So we could bring that through and those two could eventually join up. So what we're going to do, instead of just plonking a roundabout at the end here, I'm going to draw this highway over here and carry it on into a new area. And to help as well, we're going to use the parallel road tool mod. So the top one here is the same as selected. So that's a 3-lane highway, and the bottom one is also a 3-lane highway. I'm going to change the direction for that one, and I'm thinking that if we just grab that there, that is the width that we need, 30. Yeah, everything's set up exactly right. So let's just carry this down here a bit and see what we can work out. There we go. I'm just going to leave the end like that. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect that up to there. There we go. Because until we get some of these other squares down here, this road that's going to come through there can't quite meet up yet. So I'm happy just to leave it like that. Although we could run that along there Yeah, it's not quite enough room. We'll leave it like that. That's fine. And I'm also going to connect that up as well, just in case anybody wishes to turn around. There we go. That looks a bit better there, and we can work on landscaping these two parts at some point. Fantastic. So then we're going to need to have some sort of junction here for people to come down and to get off into the rest of the city. Now, what we've done in the past, if we go over here, is we've just got like these little connecting roads like this, and this has actually all worked out quite well, but I'm thinking this is going to get a lot busier over here because it's going to be high density, so we need to think of something a little bit better than that. So we are going to use the Roundabout Builder mod. That is what it's called. If you search for that, you'll find it on the Steam Workshop. I think this is more or less the center where we're going to put it. We're going to go into free cursor mode, and we're going to put up the elevation. We'll try 20. There we go. And if we turn this sideways, we can see the black line underneath is helping us to line it up. And the red disc above is the height it's going to be. 20 is far too high. Let's try 10. And we'll probably still end up lowering the road anyway. Let's just make that 920. And we'll see how that goes. We're going to pop that there. Whoa. Now, that is not what I was expecting. That is one interesting roundabout. Well, do you know what we could do? We could turn off the Roundabout Builder mod. We could grab this road. We could upgrade that like this. There we go, to get rid of all of that. And we can also lower this. That was far too high, so we'll just use the Move It mod. Grab all of those and zippity-doo-dah, move them down. There we go, and a little bit of finagling later, we've got this set up. The only thing I want to do is grab these 4 nodes here and just lower those down a bit so it's more of a slope going up. There we go, to our oval about at the top. Now, this junction here is far too close to this junction, so that's a bit of a pain, but that's just the way it is on here. Normally, I wouldn't like that, but I'm hoping that we're going to have enough junctions and access around the place that this shouldn't be a problem. We're also going to do a bit of lane maths here. So 3 lanes coming up here, 1 going off. This is going to go down to 2, and then it's back to 3. And then we'll do the same on the other side. And then we're going to have this one here. So when they come back on again, it's you go through, then nicely merge, and then also over here, you go through, nicely merge. And then I won't yeah, see, this one here might be an issue where they're coming down and there's no nodes in between for them to change lanes before they go up. But we can add a node in just by doing that. That's like the simplest way. So now if we go back to this tool, we see there's a node there. And we might end up with a lot of people trying to take that lane off, but we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, and then all we need to do is do the roundabout at the top, or the oval about. We'll select priority signs, then Control Shift and click on there. There we go. So we've now got give way for all the people coming on, and that should work out. And we've got dedicated turning lanes for the ones going off. Excellent. I'm just going to line that up a bit because it's not quite in the right spot, and then we'll continue on expanding this area. Okay, so I've run this road straight across here, across the islands. I'm thinking we could now connect up to this and turn this section into a T-junction here. So I'm going to take that one out. And I've just realised I've not been using the one with the bicycle lanes on. Ah, darn it. So I need to get those. They were called protected because we are going to have bicycle lanes absolutely everywhere. So let's just bring this out. Let's do that again. I want to get it up to there. And that is going to go into there. So let's quickly sort out this junction. We should be okay. So if we go like this and make that give way and make this main one carry on, then we'll take our lane arrows, control click there, and we'll get dedicated turning lanes. Excellent. So that should keep on running. And then if we get this one here, let's just see. We want that to hook up to here, basically. So let's just take it out one extra section. Yeah, like that. Excellent. And then I'm just going to go along here and upgrade all of these to our protected 4-way lane with protected bicycle cycling lanes. You know the drill. Now, as we discovered before, there isn't an elevated or a bridge version of this cycle path. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some cycle paths alongside the bridge here. We're using this one again, the pedestrian and bicycle path. And we can just literally run that all the way alongside all of this. Probably going to have to go back and level the thing out. There we go. And that's going to give bicycle access. Let's just stop it there. Excellent. To everybody in all of this area as well. Whoa, and you got a little BMX speed jump going on over here. Fantastic. Let's just use the move it mod. Control H. Get that leveled out there. Cool. There we go. We just make sure it connects over at the end as well. And that will be fantastic. Okay, so we're getting there. We've got some road network in. We're starting to get some bicycle paths. We'll add some more in here. Now, when I look at this along here, and I imagine a load of houses built up against the edge, I'm wondering whether I'm going to keep these beaches in here as beaches, or whether I'll concentrate on this area as somewhere people can go for beaches. We've got all this up the top here. And instead, I want to sort of close this off with a, not flood wall, with a key wall, just to really give it a finished look. So I'm going to put that in and let's see what we think. Yeah, I think that's going to suit the area much better. Once we've smoothed out the land either side of that, it's really going to add a nice delineation between the land and the water. And then we can build right up against this. And yeah, I think that's going to look fantastic. Now, what I would also like is a road to run alongside this as well, and a path, something like that for our pedestrians to come. Oh, we can't go any further around there. To come and walk along. Let's just have a look at what we've got. Do you know what? I could have saved myself a lot of time and actually used the, you know, that can go to there. Actually use the the parallel roads mods and built this into the alongside the key as I did it. But as the key is already there, I'm going to just add this nice little bike path alongside here all the way around the key, and it leaves a nice little space in between where we can also add some trees or something along those lines. But as long as you go from node to node like this, that to me looks perfect. Yeah, I don't know quite what's happened here. The further along I've gone, the more wiggly this path has got. And it doesn't quite line up with everything correctly. Yeah, so I might just need to redo a bit of this. There we go. That's a lot better. And then what we can do when we get to some of the places like the roads here, we can connect these up. Where is my bike path? There we go. So that will connect up to there. Very nice. And then when we get to this bridge over here, we could connect that up to there. Where's the one I'm thinking of? Here we go. We've got our bike paths here. Look. So we could even take... let's just go like this. Let's make that straight. Let's do that. Then if we come straight out from here, we can have that connect up to there. Something like that. We might... Whoop, let's just get our move it mod. Thank you very much. We might slightly adjust that, but that's going to connect to there anyway. And then we can do the same when we get round to here, because we've got our path that goes up over the top as well. There we go. Very good. It goes all the way around the coast up to this one over here. We can do the same thing. Excellent. And it follows along to the end here. Oh, do you know what? Look, we could even join that up to over there. Oh, that's fantastic. Where's the end of that? Let's just put this on bendy mode and try that again. Let's delete that bit. There it is. Connect to there. And look, we could just literally have that go straight through the trees like that. And yeah. What's going on? We had collision mode on and it's just like messed everything up. Well, okay, let's use this then. We'll put props and trees on and we're just going to move all of those props and trees. There we go. Away from that path there. Excellent. So now people can cycle from this end of the city all the way down here and connect up to all of this area of the city as well. We might need to upgrade a few more roads to bike lanes and things as we go along, but this is looking good. So now we can see some of these other roads expanding out as well. I'm going to stop that one there for now. I don't know where it's going to go. We just need to add on our little slip road back to the highway that we've got here. Let's just go like that. That'll be fine for now. Excellent. So you can see how we could add another little junction in there, and we certainly are going to need a road over the top to connect to all of this. We'll see how that goes. What else are we going to need in this new area? I definitely think we are going to need a train station of some sort. And then what I'm thinking is, let's just take a look at this area here. So we've got... We don't have trams on this side, do we? This is all biking. Let's just bring up our transit and just have a look at our transit map of what we've got. Buses running around here, which we could expand. We've got our tram network down here. So whatever we end up building in here, I think will have its own network and then connect up to this. Once we get this square, we're definitely going to extend our train line through, but at the moment that's not possible. Okay, well, let's maybe do a little bit of building over here. I've just added this little road that also runs along the front here, and a little connection up to these main roads. Let's just set these up correctly. So that's going to be give way. Then control click with that is going to give us dedicated turning lanes. This down here is going to be give way, and I think we'll just leave it with the one lane going in. Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll do these ones as well. And then what I'm going to do is I want to pop a little roundabout in the middle here, which we'll get to. So these are going to be give way. They're going to be give way. They're going to be give way. If this gets busy down here, we can add some extra lanes in. Let's grab... Okay, let's go back. There we go. Back to normal mode. What road are we going to use here? Let's use a 3-lane one-way road. Oh, there we go. Let's turn it on. Excellent. That's perfect. That's just what we want. And then we'll make sure that is set up. Control Shift click. I think it probably is. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. So we've got that in the middle there. And I would also like to leave these trees in the middle here and maybe turn those into little parks. So, in fact, the rows that we've got here should be enough to add a load of people in. All I need to do is add some water pipes over here because the nearest water pipes are all the way up there. So let me just do that. Yeah, I'm having one of those days where I must make sure that all my water pipes are lined up accurately. So, yeah, I'm measuring them all out. There we go. And then they'll connect up there somewhere. Oh dear. Oh dear. Gone are the days where I just threw my water pipes down and couldn't care less where they were going. There we go. That's this whole area covered. So let us get a zone in here. There we go. And I'm going to look through some of the names that have been suggested before so we can get a nice T-pun related name. There we go. Let's just straighten that up a tiny bit. And then I'm thinking down here as well, as we've done over in our other area. Again, I really, really like self-sufficient buildings. So let us go for that look down here. Get some high density stuff in. And then maybe we can add a couple of little parks as well. So actually, let's just zone those out too. That is going to be a park in there. And then this is going to be another park in here. And just so they instantly do count as parks, let's add that in there and that over there. And we've got our 2 parks. Fantastic. Okay, so how is this area looking? I am liking the look of this a lot. Need a couple more buildings to grow in here, but this is looking fantastic. We certainly need some trees and things along here, I reckon, just to make this look a little bit more special. Let's see what we can do. There we go. That is much, much better. And then what I'm thinking about this road along here, is it too many trees? I think it might be. I am going to just change this one here to the one without trees. Yeah, I think that'll be much better. Ah, there we go. I'm liking that. I am liking that. Now, can we do a little something with our parks in here? Let's see what we can do. Where did we put the... Here we go. Got the entrance down here. there we go. We've got our 2 parks in here now. Nice and simple, lots of trees to walk through, but that has greatly increased the value of the land around here as well. There we go. So some of this is slightly turning green, which is good. So that's going to help people upgrade and stuff as well. Now, we don't have any services and things down here yet. We will be working on that. Now, I am wondering whether we could get a ferry going from here to here. Maybe that's something we can look at another time. Now, something we could do along here is add in some of these tourism and leisure parks that really need the waterway. We've got this one here, fishing pier. Let's just expand our little park area. So if we cover this all the way down here, we'll do that with this one. And then this one over here, we shall continue all the way right up to the edge. There we go. That should be good. And then we can add in... So this is a fishing pier. It must be placed inside a park or roadside. I believe that was inside a park. Let's make that even bigger. Still not placing. Darn it. Now that is a bummer. I thought that would place because it's a park and it isn't. I've got the Parkify mod that should allow me to do that. Oh. That one goes there. All right, let's try and see if we can find another spot for this one. Okay, well, we managed to get a couple in. We've got a marina on this side, which I think looks perfectly nice. And then over here, we've got the little restaurant pier. No, that's not restaurant pier. What is that? Let's have a quick look. Fishing tours. Yeah, I knew it was something like that because there's a fishing boat. It's going to give tours of this area. I just adds a little something again, doesn't it? I think that looks really cool. I'm liking this little expansion here and imagining what that's going to look like. All built up all around here. This is going to be absolutely brilliant. Thanks once again to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to go to nordvpn.com/biffa for that fantastic deal. I hope you have a great day and I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.